Alright, hello and welcome back everybody to The Way We All Go. So, last episode, hopefully, and in the end I will explain to you why I shit over this game, even though that is probably mean because one or two or maybe a small studio that was very dedicated made this visual novel, and I'm just a meanie. Anyway, as mentioned, my thoughts in the end. Since this forest is so large, there are several shrines contained within it. Without thinking about it too much, Amu simply took me to the nearest one. I'm not sure how old these shrines are. I think they must at least be older than the houses in the village. So maybe as much as a century. Probably more. These sorts of shrines located deep in the forest are something I don't see very often in the city. Coming back here after so long feels nostalgic. Not that I ever had much cause to go in the first place. There are no cars here. No crowds of people. No large concrete monolithic buildings stretching straight up into the sky. Instead, it's just Amu and I, together, alone, in a simpler, pittier world. Amu stands beside me, eyes closed, hands pressed together in a silent prayer. She's taking it too seriously, but to me, the idea of praying for success in something as trivial as a buck hunt seems ridiculous. True that. What a funny person. Do you really think the gods will care? Huh? What do you mean? I mean, do you honestly think they'll care about us hunting for cicadas? Amu pouts, puffing out her cheeks. Why wouldn't they care? It's their job to care, isn't it? I guess so, but bothering them about something small like this, doesn't it seem kind of irreverent? Is that a word? Judging by the expression on her face, you'd think I had just murdered her cat. In actuality, I have nothing against Tiger. If for some reason we started to fight, I'm sure Tiger would win. Probably you don't seem like the strong type. You would lose against her fat cat. She could easily smother me to death with the weight of her bulk. Irreverent? Okay, it seems it is a word. How are my humble prayers that you and I have a good time together something? Well, Listen, Achan, I already told you. You can't go through life thinking this is only small, so it doesn't matter. Everything in life matters. Every single thing. And if you don't realize that, you'll end up letting life pass by you completely. What? Is this really happening? Is the loud, fickle, irresponsible Amu actually lecturing me on the best way to live my life? Besides, Amu's voice sounds a little softer now. Pressing her two index fingers together at her front, Amu pouts. That is kind of cute. I'm not just praying for the success of our buck hunt, you know. What do you mean? I just mean there's something else. Something else I've been wishing for. What is that wish, if you don't mind me asking? I can't help but stutter. My vocal cords have been completely overwhelmed by cuteness. Cuteness really is a formidable force. It isn't something that should be underestimated, not at any costs, blah blah. Hee hee. Amu looks up at me from under her eyelashes, smiling. If I tell you, it won't come true, right? I don't think gods work like this, but okay. Maybe I shouldn't have asked. I'm sorry. Nah, it's okay. I think people only say that because they're embarrassed about their wishes and don't want anybody to know. True. But I'm not embarrassed. I'm not embarrassed by anything I want. So I'll tell you. In actuality, I was praying that you and I can have a really fun, memorable time together before you go home. And, she giggles, rubbing the back of her head with one hand. That we, you and I, can stay together forever. Together forever? Achan. What? What is it? You're blushing. I squeak in surprise as Amu prods my cheek, sinking her finger into it like a skewers through beef. Now that she mentions it, my face does feel a little warm, but you... You were blushing more than me just now. Eh? No way. I'd never do anything like that. Yes, you were. I saw you. If anything, I should be prodding your cheeks. Really, Achan? You're so short, I doubt your little arms would be able to reach. Whoa, I'm not that short. And so, in the small forest, clearing that house is a sacred shrine. Amu and I bicker like children, each trying to pull each other's cheeks. I hope we're not disturbing any gods. Probably you are, but gods tend to not complain about stupid people. Ah, give me a sec. Ah, I can hear something. A noise. The sound of crunching twigs and dry leaves. Could that really be a god? No, it's Noel. Seriously? I don't know. Do gods make rustling sounds when they walk through the forest? No. Do gods even need to walk at all? No. Probably not. I mean, I've never met one, but you know. It seems distinctly mundane for an otherworldly being, not to mention incredibly unglamorous, laughable even. Kind of like imagining Buddha on the bus, or buying milk in the supermarket. You know, Buddha's not really a god, but okay. At least to like 90% of Buddhists it's not. I lift my head, turning to look at the newcomer. And what I find is a young girl around the same age as Amu and I. You have blonde hair. Are you the girl he had in the vision at the beginning of the game? Her hair is a soft, honey blonde gathered in two corkscrew pigtails. I wonder how long they must take to prepare in the mornings. I can't even imagine it. She is attired in clothes that seem very unfitting for a stroll in the forest. Her outfit is comprised of light pink and purple, large skirts that billow around her legs, and a blouse with puffy sleeves. She's even wearing white gloves and a bonnet, whatever that is, probably the thing on her head. A girl wearing completely Western clothes, appearing at a shrine like this? The image is kind of jarring. I think I recognize her. Even though it's been a couple of years. There was a girl who dressed this ostentatiously at school, wasn't there? And her name. It was Eri. Really? New girl? What the fuck is up with that? She was good friends with Amu, wasn't she? Oh, it's you. But the look she's giving Amu right now, as she dusts down her dress, isn't friendly at all. Hello, Eri. You're looking just as moody as ever. Oh, is that the girl we talked about that she, in the cafe? The girl that was bullying her or something? Oh, I can't remember 100%, but something like this. She had beef with a girl, and that's probably the girl. Eri, I call her Eri, because Eri is a bit complicated to say every time, because I always forget. Eri exhales through her nose, flipping one blonde curl behind her shoulder as she does. I'm not moody, stupid Amu. I simply have a contenance that speaks of a mild temperament and good breeding. Things that must be alien to you. Ha! If pulling a face like you've swallowed a needle speaks of a mild temperament and good breeding, then I don't want anything to do with it. Why you? Anyway, Amu cuts through Eri's foul temper easily, a voice light and lilting. What are you doing here, Eri? A Shinto shrine doesn't seem to suit you somehow. Like mixing Eastern red bean paste with Western custard. I mean, why not? Sounds delicious. I don't know if the resulting snack would taste so good, even if both are nice on their own. I don't know. It's worth a try. And that's what Eri's presence at this shrine feels like. Since her clothes have been so obviously inspired by the Palace of Versailles and European nobility. By the Palace of Versailles. Have you seen people in the Palace of... That's... No, okay. She looks out of place at this traditionally Japanese shrine. Well, I'm not interested in religion. I don't like things that I can't see or touch. Ever the materialist, huh? Let's go, Marx! Yay! I don't know why it's now about politics. And I swear, if the Amu I got to know Doesn't know that word. To be honest, I don't even know how to pronounce that in English. Of course, that's the most sensible system of beliefs. If you only have faith in things, then you can never be swindled. But still, if I had to choose any religion, I wouldn't mind being Catholic. Okay. That's a strange talk. Are we going to murder her? I'm still waiting for the horror aspect of the game. That's just because they have the big churches and all the gold, isn't it? That's right. A religion feels more impressive the more expensive it is, yeah. No. I mean, I'm personally, I don't believe in anything, but this system sounds stupid. If one of your business clients was a really shady person, but he handed you a solid gold bar as payment, even if you didn't trust him, you'd go along with him, wouldn't you not? Well, I personally wouldn't, not really. Here his examples are as unladylike as always. What do you mean, unladylike? I mean, you always talk like that when you get excited. Like a gangster. No way! No, I don't. Definitely not. You do. Even though you act like a refined lady who sips Assam tea. Assam. I know that word in German again, but I don't know how to pronounce it. And eats scones with jam. You're actually really interested in the dark, seedy underbelly of society, aren't you? No way. Not at all. If you cast any more aspersions on my character like that, I'll cut off the tip of your left little finger. Holy fuck, I hate this game. So stupid, a Yakuza reference. It's so stupid and out of place, yeah. Yeah, you talk like a gangster boss, yeah, scary. She clothes Western-like, but then she talks like a Yakuza boss. It's so stupid. Eri pouts, her arms folded. She doesn't act like how she dresses at all. I can't help but stare at her in surprise. Hey, what are you looking at? If you come any closer, I'll gouge out your eyes. Oh. I jump in alarm, taking a step backwards. I didn't realize she'd see me looking. What a moron. Eri, you're so intimidating. I only threaten people who deserve it. It's rude to look at a lady in such a way. Sure. But still, you're a pretty cynical person, aren't you? I have to be. Everybody else is. But going to an expensive, all-girls Catholic boarding school, that kind of thing would give me a lot of status, wouldn't it? Can somebody explain to me why we are having this conversation right now? I'm kinda lost. It seems really high class and elegant, doesn't it? Maybe a little. To spend my days amongst wealthy young ladies as refined as I, to wear a cute uniform and a ribbon in my hair, to attend theology lessons with a pious expression on my face, to eat chestnut cake and drink tea in the dorms with my dear sisters after school. That's the life for me. It's the life I deserve. Eri sighs, her hands cupping her face, a distant look in her eyes. She has pretty some grandiose dreams for a cynical person. Okay, is that an English sentence that works? It's a shame she ended up living in this tiny village. Hey! Again, Eri addresses me, fixing my face with a hard glare. Are you pitying me? No, I was just... Are you trying to pick a fight? No, not at all, Ow. I turn my head away, trembling. Ha! What a wimp. Now. Achan is just a pacifist. He's not a violent brute like you. I'm not a brute, I'm a refined lady. Yeah, we kinda walk in circles. That's what you say, but with that attitude, it's no wonder you haven't been able to get into the all-girls schools yet. Huh? What are you saying? I'm saying you would never fit in a place like that. Not in a million years. Even if we went to train in the mountains under a waterfall. You're way too rowdy. Everyone would be scared of you. Huh? What do you mean? I'm elegant, gentle, and just a little bit cute. A perfect lady. Get your eyes tested, stupid Amu. Only a stupid person called somebody stupid first. And only an insolent fool uses one's old nickname like that when it's no longer appropriate. Not appropriate? You mean you want me to call you boss? Is that it? No, not at all. I'm not a member of the Yakuza, you know. So you say, boss. But I think you're being dishonest with your true feelings. No, I'm not. That isn't how it is at all. Just shut up, stupid Amu. You don't know anything. And with that, her face flushed red right. Eri turns her nose up in the air and marches away. What the fuck was that about? Why? Why? I think the gods in the game hate me. Twigs and leaves crumble underfoot with her every footstep, loud and grating. It's only when she vanishes from sight, disappearing altogether, that I let out a heavy sigh of relief. Are you alright, Amu? Huh? Oh yeah. Amu frowns, running a hand through her hair. I guess that girl really does hate me. Even though we used to be such good friends. Happens. But why? When did that happen? I don't know. Around the time you left. She has some strange ideas and she's very stubborn. When she starts to think something, it's impossible to change her mind. I see. Hehe. It's okay, don't worry about it. Amu offers me a small smile, perhaps an attempt to lighten my spirits. She has nothing to do with us. Let's just enjoy our day, okay? Yeah. Let's do our best and catch lots of bugs. Heh. Well, I will. I don't know if you'll be able to manage, Achan. Hey, that's rude. I might catch something. Like a cold from tripping over your own feet and falling in the river? That isn't what I meant. Amu giggles, ruffling my hair with her hand. Still, it's strange. Strange. Yeah. I wonder why Eri came to this shrine. She doesn't normally like going into the forest. I wonder what she was praying for. For your death? I don't know. Ah! I found one! I found one! Good job, Achan. Don't let it get away this time. I move forwards, quietly, stealthy, towards the beetle perched on the tree branch. Oh my god! It's hard to spot these insects since they blend in so well with the tree bark. And when I finally do spot them, whooah! My foot suddenly gets caught in a tree root. I fall through the air without a single trace of grace and land hard on the ground. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Of course, that black-shelled beetle, my single sliver of hope, is startled by the loud noise I make. When I lift my head, it's already gone. Ah, just great. You know, I personally would have liked to skip. No, I say it. If this game was really good, we would have skipped this fucking beetle catching. By this rate, this is going, I'm not going to catch a single thing. Are you alright, Achan? Yeah, just fine. You really should pay attention to where you're putting your feet. Here, I'll help you up. Amu offers me her hand. I take it gratefully, and she hoists me up to my feet. After I've dusted myself down, I bend to pick up my fallen belongings, my net, and the empty jar, supposedly used for storing the bugs I caught. Well, at least that's one good thing. What? This. I hold the jar up to Amu, turning it this way and that in my hands. What? At least this didn't break. I might have been cut if I did. If it did. But Amu doesn't look too impressed by my mundane news. Instead, she frowns. But why would it break? Well, because it's glass, right? And if you drop things made of glass, they break? Oh, I see. Heh. Why is she giggling? Well, yeah, glass breaks, but... Laughing, Amu reaches forwards and knocks against my jar with her knuckles. The sound it makes is strangely hollow, not at all like the clear, ringing sound of glass. I bought a glass jar for myself, but I thought for you, that particular piece of equipment might be too advanced. Huh? So, what I'm using is actually... It's a plastic jar. You want to tell me he didn't realize he's holding plastic instead of glass? Okay. Yeah, sure. I mean, he is stupid. I can't deny that. He's definitely stupid. At least it'll decrease the casualties. Cool. Wah! So this whole time, even though I thought I was on even footing with Amu, that wasn't the case at all. We've been completely mismatched right from the beginning. And the worst thing is, she is right. Oh my god, she's better at bug catching than you. You are dishonored. You have to make the harakiri. I really can't be trusted with a glass jar after all. Somehow that's kind of humiliating. Hey, I'm gonna go search a little more, okay? Hey, she's gonna kill you, you know that. Amu's cheerful voice breaks through my momentary misery, making me lift my head. Huh? What do you mean? I mean what I said, dummy. I'm going to go in deeper. I think there might be some even more interesting bugs further in. Oh, that sounds nice. It is, isn't it? I'm sure it'll be fun. Hey! She's going to ask me. I know she's going to ask me. Are you going to come too? Do you wanna? Going deeper in the forest. Really? My feet are already starting to age. I trip over enough tree roots as it is, without going into an area even more congested with trees. Although it is true there are more bugs deeper in, there are also other exciting finds, like nettles and poisonous mushrooms. Oh, you don't have to eat from the floor, you know. Knowing me, I could die. I could really die. Is that such a good idea? Who the hell would not go with her? Who? Of course we go with her. I should have saved. Ah, fuck it. Can scroll back if I have to do that. I won't do that again. Why would I do that again? The two of us, Amu and I, sit together on the mossy bank of a small river. I stretch, grimacing. My feet ache and my ankles sting. I think I must have stepped in a patch of nettles. That's what I get for foolishly venturing into the deeper parts of the forest. I should have known it would end up like this. Naturally, Amu caught all the bugs, whereas I tripped over my own feet continuously and made a fool out of myself. In the end, I couldn't catch a single thing. Maybe it was out of sympathy for me, but at long last, Amu most judiciously decided we could take a break. Even though my body is covered in scratches and my ankles are starting to get red and blotchy, it really is pretty here. But even all my own physical discomfort can distract me from the fact. The pale green light flittering down through the trees make the surface of the water shimmer. The sunlight, intercepted from above by the leaves of the trees, is mild and pleasant, not too hot nor too cold. The sounds of the forest, the gentle running of the river, the smell of the earth. It feels as though this moment could last forever. I want to stay like this, with Amu. Forever. Heh, Achan. Amu's voice is soft, barely more than a whisper. It seems even she, as lively and loud she usually is, doesn't want to spoil the peace of this moment. What is it? Amu smiles, and with a single soft motion, rests her head on my shoulder. I'm glad I was able to tell you. Getting to confess my feelings to you meant a lot to me. Oh, okay. I feel my face getting red at this unexpected display of sentimentality. Did Amu always used to talk like this? No. Of course, I'm kinda a couple now, you know. It might sound weird, but I think I might have liked you for a long, long time. Even though you always tease me. Even so. It's because you get so flustered that I started to like you so much. You mean you like teasing me more than you like me as a person? Well, maybe. There's never a dull moment with you. I pout, my face red. Hey, that's mean. Sorry. That's part of my personality. Even if we start going out, I won't stop being mean to you. You'd better get used to it. Going out? Well, we are, aren't we? We did kiss after all. I know, but somehow saying it like that seems really forward. You haven't had a girlfriend before, have you, Achan? You haven't had a boyfriend either. Neither of us has that much experience. Yes, but I have read a decent amount of girls' manga. I know how it's supposed to go. You read that kind of thing? Huh? Of course I do. Why wouldn't I? It doesn't seem to suit you. Yeah, well, it was the closest to real romance I thought I was ever going to get to, living all the way out here. Oh, that's dark. I wanted as much experience as possible, even though I'm not cute like any of those heroines. I don't know about that. I think you're cute. Amu laughs, but it doesn't sound her usual, easygoing giggle. Instead, it's a little stilted, slightly awkward. Even though she often acts more mature than me, I know Amu's knowledge on romance is just as patchy as my own. It's a comfort. It's nice to know I'm not the only one who's new at this. You know, it's probably going to sound cliché, but I didn't realize just how much I liked you until you left. I guess I got so used to you being around me all the time that I started to take you for granted. But as soon as you were gone, I realized everything was a lot more fun with you. Nobody else reacts in quite the same way when I make fun of them. Is that supposed to be a compliment? It is. It just means you look cute when you go all red. Aww. Yes, yes. Just like that. Amma really is the best at making me blush. Nobody else can come close. Well, me too. I also missed you. I've never met anybody quite like you. I'm glad. I thought for sure you'd have met up with some cool and cosmopolitan city girls who'd sweep you off your feet. No way. I'm not that popular with girls. And anyway, I don't love those girls. I love you. Wow. Amu points at herself, her eyes wide. You really love this country pumpkin? Bumpkin? Is that a word? Seriously? Yeah, I do. Seriously. You don't need to be jealous of any city girls. We're both country bumpkins. Okay, I suppose it is a word, you know. I guess. Country bumpkins forever, huh? Yeah. Country bumpkins forever. I close my eyes and lie down by the gentle flowing river, my finger intertwined with Amu's. Her hands. They feel so warm, so reassuring. This really is perfect. I wish we could stay like this forever. So, for real, I like this scene. Some scenes are so bad, and other scenes are, yeah, well, my resume, not my resume. My final thoughts, my review of the game in the end. Then I talk about it. But sometimes it's just so good, and then it's just so bad. As I lie there on the warm grass, I start to feel sleepy. It's been a busy few days, and I need to gather my energy for the train journey back. It's not like I miss the train or anything, so if I have a small nap right now, that won't matter, right? Slowly, slowly, I feel my consciousness slipping away. Even if I died right now, I don't think I'd mind. I've never been so happy before. Well, it doesn't seem like it's 7 p.m. I can't see you. While I remain in hiding, like a fugitive, lost amongst the trees and shrouded in darkness, you lie by the riverbank, bathed in the sunlight. Unlike me, you're not alone. You've never been alone, though, have you? I used to think that was alright. The whole time I told myself it was fine. I wasn't lonely. After all, I had you. Well, it seems like Noelle. But not anymore. Why? Why did you ignore me? I thought we were friends. You said we were friends. You told me that and I believed you. I trusted you. Even though I swore I would never trust anybody else again. I tried my hardest. I really did try. But it seems I was wrong. If you open up your heart to any human, they'll hurt it. Inevitably, they'll hurt it. They leave marks and scars that don't go away. How long has my heart been like this? When was the last time that it didn't hurt? I'm not sure if it is Noelle, but it seems like Noelle, you know. I'm sure you didn't mean to hurt me. You're not a cruel person. I know you're not a cruel person. But even so, carelessness can do just as much damage as outright cruelty. Even those who don't bully others cause damage simply by doing nothing. It doesn't sound fair to say it like this, almost as though I'm accusing innocent people, but it's true. I know that firsthand. Even though you didn't do anything malicious, You still inflicted damage by ignoring me. By abandoning me. But never writing me a single letter. Yeah, okay, it's definitely Noel. Even though you promised we would always be friends. You promised. All this time I thought you were my friend. I told myself you were my friend. That our relationship was real. But that was a lie. Whenever you said you cared about me, it was a lie. And I don't like liars. I like you, but I don't like liars. I like you, but you still hurt me. I like you, but that doesn't mean anything. I already know you don't like me. I already know you have abandoned me. I can't keep hoping anymore. I need to put a stop to it right now. It's because I still have hope that it hurts. It's because my hopes will never be realized that it hurts. My grip tightens around the box cutter in my hand. Although it looks cheap, the blade is sharp. I know that well. So did the poor rabbit that I tested this on earlier. She knew. I was following you this whole time, waiting. Waiting for you to let your guard down. Now, I finally have my chance. I walk towards you, slowly, silently, ensuring my footsteps make no noise. You don't move. You don't stir. You're both sound asleep, together by the riverside. I make sure it stays like this forever. You are the girl from the beginning in the vision, but how? What? I stand over you, my shadow dark against your pale skin. You make a small sound, some kind of mumbling in your sleep, and turn over, shifting in the ground. Oh my fucking god. Sorry to destroy the mood for anyone, but the girl he saw in the beginning, this was his mirror. He saw his own reflection. Oh my fucking god. This is Achan. Wow, he really looks like a girl. You make a small sound, some kind of mumbling in your sleep, and turn over, shifting in the grass. Your neck, pale white, is completely exposed. I can see the light blue veins crisscrossing underneath the surface of the skin. Humans really are breakable, aren't they? Just like China dolls. How foolish for your body to display the best spot for me to drive in my blade. It's almost as though your body has given up. As though it wants you to die. Maybe on a subconscious level, you realize all the wrong you've done to me. You realize the hurt you have caused. And you're desperate to make amends. Those light blue veins standing out underneath your skin are saying it. No, they are not saying it. They are screaming it. My ears ring with the sound. They are begging for forgiveness. It's alright, Achan. Don't worry. I don't want to hurt you. I'll do it so quickly, you won't even feel it. I'll do it so quickly, you won't even have a chance to scream. Gently, lovingly, I press the blade against your throat. You wince a little, but you don't open your eyes. You don't wake up. I'm sorry. I really do like you, you know. I like you. More than anyone else in the whole world. I muttered softly under my breath. Then I clench my fingers around the base of the blade and sink it deep into your neck. That's it? Is that it? Yeah, it is it. So let's see. Ebihime. Yeah. Okay, it was. Now I kind of feel shitty that I shit so much about this game. It was really a small team. Now I feel really bad. But it was not good. It was not good. It wasn't horrible, but it was not good. I can't say that it was good. It was okay. It was okay. So let's start with my thoughts about this game. Alright. So, first of all, the character constellation, it was very cliched. Very, very cliched. Very, very, very cliched. But okay, I'll let it pass. No, thank you for making it. Even though I did not enjoy it that much. Now I feel like the biggest dick. I feel like the biggest dick. But, I hate saying bad stuff about it. But it wasn't very well written. That's the main problem. I mean, the character constellation was very cliched. It was obvious that if someone goes in the end crazy, it was Noelle. I mean, it was obvious, kinda, you know? The whole yandere thing, and I know by now what yandere, the difference between yandere and tsundere. And it was obvious that she probably will go yandere at me. Probably would have saved my life if I took her along to the forest, I guess. Kinda curious, to be honest, but not as curious that I would play it right now again. It wasn't well written. The dialogue often it went in circles and circles and circles and circles and circles. Very often. The jokes were most of the time bad. A few good ones were there. Really, the best scene were the love scenes. I have to say, I liked them. I mean, of course, they were also a little bit cliched, but you know, it's not always. Sometimes it's old but gold, and sometimes it's just old and shit. You know, and this was old but gold. The love scenes were written well. The one in the end I liked, and if I remember correctly, the one where both confess I liked as well. That being said, you know, a lot of stuff didn't make much sense. The jokes were bad, and they were all repeated over and over and over and over again. Achan being small, Amo being the you know, the big meanie who bullies him around but still likes him. You know, it was over and over and over and over. Jesus, it was just too much, you know. I liked the art for the most part. I kinda disliked Noelle's sprite. I don't know why though. But for example, the grandparents looked good. I liked the grandparents. I liked Amu. So that was cool. So the important part of the visual novel was good. The art. I liked the backgrounds and stuff. It was all fitting. But the writing, I did not enjoy the writing. Also, so much. It's like anime. Someone has watched 20 anime and then wrote everything he learned from it into this. Oh, that sounds so mean. Oh, Jesus. I'm such a dick. I hate being mean, but it's really like that. All this typical anime cliche shit was in there. And mostly not even like on places the normal anime would do, you know? Not even when it really fit. Sometimes a little cliche joke isn't that bad, but mostly it was always like out of place. Like, for example, when he talked to himself. Okay, that isn't anime cliche, that is in general. Also in other animation. When he talked to himself and his grandpa heard him, and Jesus, that was so stupid. And then I have no idea why we met this girl in the end, the one at the shrine. Maybe if I had done things differently. I don't know. But holy balls. Holy balls. So, good art. Oh no, let's start with the negative things. The way it was written was not good. The style of the writing was not good. The jokes were bad. The character constellation was not that great. I mean, it's kinda, you know all the characters. You know the childhood friend and the the girl you know is who's going to be the yandere and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And yeah, but what was good? I liked the art. I liked the scenes, the love scenes. That was good. So all in all, it was not good in my opinion because, yeah, because the things I mentioned. I'm so super sorry. I'm so super sorry. I did not enjoy it that much. On the other hand, I am sure there are a lot of people who might enjoy it. Who probably will enjoy it if they played it. And if you have seen that Let's Play, and I'm pretty sure you haven't because nobody watches my shit, if you have seen that Let's Play and you enjoyed the way of the writing, and you enjoyed the jokes, and you have no problem with this character constellation and stuff like that, go buy it and play the other endings. I read there were like 17 endings. So the choices really do matter in this game. That is a very good aspect. Forgot to mention it. The choices really do matter. So, the choices matter, that's another good aspect. And yeah, if you like the game, go buy it. If you enjoyed it, go buy it. Please go buy it. So, with that said, thank you everybody for watching. And hopefully we see each other in a different project. Bye bye.